Hey everybody, good morning, welcome back. Happy Thanksgiving. My absolute favorite holiday of the year. For one, get to eat food, a lot of good food. For two, got got some good beer treats there. And then for three, we got football on today, NFL football. Albeit one of the games got canceled because of the dang Rona, but still awesome day. It's Thanksgiving tradition. This is about the most traditional thing you can cook on Thanksgiving. Got about a 14-pound turkey. This thing, it's a full turkey. It's brined. It's completely thawed out. And by brined, I mean it says it was brined on the package. But these things are super easy to get, to prep up. What I was gonna do is I was gonna, just do typically what I do is just a turkey breast. But I want to do the whole turkey because we're gonna hang it today on the Oklahoma Joe's Bronco Pro. You can see I got the hanger here off to the your left, or my left, your right. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to inject it. I've used this stuff a bunch. I wanted to make a homemade injection, but I'm running low on butter, and I need butter for other sides. So we're going to go ahead and use the Tony Chachetti's Creole style butter. It's Chachere's, I think, or Chachere's, or Chachi, or I don't know what it is. But anyways, we're going to use that, and then we just got a couple rubs here. This is a homemade rub I did a while back. It's got some salt, some pepper, some garlic salt, some onion powder, and some paprika in it. And then we're going to go on with just some more Morton's Natures as well. But let's go ahead and get to injecting this bird. Basically, I'm not really concerned about the drumsticks or the wings. Drumsticks dark. I'm not worried about the thighs. But what I am going to inject is I'm going to inject the breasts. And like I said, I am going to be hanging it. So this is going to be the top side right here. So what I think I'm going to try doing is when I inject it, I'm going to try injecting so the holes are all towards the top of the breast in hopes that more of it will stick in. You can kind of see it's kind of neat when you inject this up. It's like Popeye eating his spinach. The breast just gets all sorts of jacked up. Don't really need to. It's dark meat. To me, this is my favorite part on the turkey. If the turkey's not injected, the dark meat's my favorite part. If the turkey's injected, give me that breast because it's pretty darn good. And we're gonna use a little bit of the old duck fat for a binder. Gonna go on with a little bit of the Natures first. Again, if you haven't gotten this BBQ prep tub yet, I highly recommend it because for chicken and pork butts, it's pretty nice. Once that's rubbed down, the last thing to do is I'm actually going to stick this thing back down just for a little bit. Alright, last thing is to go ahead and take our hook. So go ahead and put the rod through the cavity. And you can kind of see it just threads right on. And then your turkey stands up. Ergo, it's a turkey hanger, or I think it's not really a beer butt, but I could cook this right on the baffle plate. But now since I got it up, I can kind of see that got the rub off on some of it. So I'm just going to go ahead and put a little more rub on. And that is going to be about good. So I'm going to go ahead and let this thing sit here. The smoker's about up to temp. So we will see it down at the smoker, and I'll show you how we're hanging it. So I'll just show you, the action shot of it getting hung in the Oklahoma Joe's Bronco Pro. So we'll see in a little bit. Okay, so we are down at Oklahoma Joe's Bronco Pro. Just about got it up to temp. Target temp today is going to be anywhere between 275 and 300, I believe. I'm expecting at that temp. This bird should take about 4 to 5 hours, I think. But I might have to adjust accordingly, just kind of pay attention to it. But fuel we're using today, charcoal we're using today, I should say. We're using the B&B oak lump. And then I have one, fist-sized chunk of applewood buried in the charcoal, and then one small size of applewood just on top of the coals. Love applewood and poultry, both my favorite. Like I said, we're hanging this. So, without further ado, let's get in there and let's get this bird hung and get to cooking. All right, let's go ahead and open her up. Wait for that smoke to clear. I can see I'm only using one rod in there today. I do have the baffle plate in, and I believe this should work with the baffle plate in. We will find out. Oh yeah, perfect. It's about probably 3-4 inches from the distance of that turkey to the baffle plate. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this thing down so the temps don't spike on me. I'm not gonna temp this yet. I'm gonna let this go probably for about 2 hours before I temp probe it. No, I've been getting asked a lot about, baffle plate in to baffle plate out. I obviously own a pit barrel cooker, so I have cooked about everything imaginable on that thing and hung it right over the coals, so I know how everything turns out without the baffle plate in. This one gives me the option to, well, you can see, hang large cuts of meat, and then there's still good distance from that baffle plate. So we're trying it with the baffle plate in. I think it'll be pretty edible, I think. But yeah, that's about all I got. Go ahead and close this thing down. Get the temps balanced out. This is staying all the way open, and then the intake will probably get shut down to about a 2.5, I would guess. And yeah, not much else to see here. So I will probably pick back up in a few hours. So we will see you then. We are back. We've been on for about 2 hours. Give you a quick peek at the bird. I'm just gonna go ahead and pull it right off and give you a look. But there she be, getting some real nice color to it. One thing about the rub I got today, there's no sugar in it, so nothing really should burn. And we're, 275-ish, 285, which really not hot enough to burn either. But yeah, what I'm going to go ahead and do is throw this back on. And I'm going to go ahead and stick a temp probe in it, right in the center of the breast. And let this thing go probably to about 161-ish in the breast. And then I'll probably pull it off. So either we will pick back up when it's time to slice into it, or I'll give you one more shot, back out here, maybe with like a half hour left. But this Oklahoma Joe's has been rocking solid in between 275 and 290 this whole cook. Had to adjust the vent one time only, and it's at like, I believe it's at a 2. So besides that, we'll see you guys in a little bit. Alrighty, so we are back. We are about 4 hours and 15 minutes into the cook. Give you one last look at this. I'm about ready to pull it off. Looking pretty dang good. This thing has been holding rock solid right at about 275 to 290 this whole cook. And yeah, internal right now on the breast is at about 160-ish. So I'm going to let it go maybe like another degree or two. Then I'm going to pull it off. I'm going to let it rest just on a pan on a drying rack. Not going to cover it, but I'm going to just let it sit there and rest for about 45 minutes, and it'll carry over in the breast, and then it will be time to eat. So when we are cutting into this, we will pick back up, so we'll see you then. So we are back, and it's time to eat, but real quick, just check out this custom cutting board by Hiawatha Woodworks. They're out of Wisconsin. I'll attempt to leave the link in the description, but this is a 18 by 24 inch 2-inch thick cutting board out of maple. I don't know why. I like, I like brighter boards, and this thing turned out fantastic. The guy's name's John, who runs it. But enough about the cutting board. Let's get back to the turkey. 14-pound turkey. Total cook time of about 4 hours and 15 minutes at 275 to 295. We brought the breast up to right about the 161-ish range. Brought it in, put it on a pan, let it rest for about 40 minutes, and here's the finished product. Good looking color on that bird. Just a few chunks of apple wood, because what I've learned in the past is that if you put too much wood in when it comes to chicken or turkey, you can mess your skin up. So let's go ahead and cut into this thing and see what we got. And I'm not going to bore you with cutting into the whole turkey. For one, I need some practice slicing into the... Got some dinner rolls going. Slicing into the turkey, but let's just go ahead and take one little piece off of this breast. Well, let's go ahead and take a peek at that breast. Looking pretty darn good. Looking plenty juicy. Skin's looking really nice. Let's go ahead and give it a try. You know what? I will tell you what. Just a little bit of seasoning on there. But, I'm not so much concerned about... Not concerned, but I don't really go for the seasoning on the outside of a bird. But what really did it is that Tony Cachiere's injection really put this bird across the top. B&B Oak Lump, awesome on this bird, and just a few chunks of applewood really, really, really complements this turkey well. So now, you know what? Besides that, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. I hope you and your family all have a very happy Thanksgiving. Got a Westo beer here. Cheers. You guys and girls have a good night, and we will see you next time.